Hey, Nicole.
Hi. I don't know. It made me do a waiting room today. I don't know why, but it made me do that.
I have that on mine sometime when I
Oh,
do that
where'd
on
you
mine.
go? You're all froze. Oh no.
There you go. Can you see me now? No?
Oh, there you go. There you are.
Guess I went away for a second.
Yeah, he did. Froze up for a second. I was like, oh no, there she was there. Oh. Job yesterday. Woo.
Yeah, Nicole, that was great. That was the best thing of my life.
Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Enjoyed every second of that.
Me too. Man, that's what life is about. That's what life is about.
Yep. Love it.
Living.
So
They did
good.
they did a great job.
So much fun.
Yeah. I think Raynell is definitely ready for her full Ironman, for sure.
Yeah. And that was just the thing she needed for the proof of it. The proof
Okay.
of the pudding that she could do it. Yes.
Right. And had some energy left, so she was good.
Yep.
I'll go on mute now. Okay. Is that like
Yep.
a minute too?
Yep.
All right. Thanks.
We are 11:59. Yep. Awesome. Here we go. Awesome. It is noon on a Monday, and we are getting ready to do some yoga, recovery yoga. Sometimes we neglect parts of our body, such as our shoulders and our neck and our arms. So we're going to have a focus on that today, but also some lower body exercises as well. But we're going to be mostly on the mat today. So just get comfortable in a nice cross-legged position, and we'll go from there. Woo! Awesome. So the first thing we're going to do is stretch out our shoulders and our neck. Let's take our neck backwards. Tilt your head back. You can bring your hands up and stretch the upper chest and the arms as well at the same time. Just hang out here for a minute. Ooh, don't forget to start your watch. There we go. There we go. Nice, gentle stretch. And bring it to the front. Clasp your hands behind your head. Gently let the weight of your arms pull your head forward. Decompress the back of that neck. If you rode a long time this weekend, this workout's going to feel really good on your shoulders. Sometimes that upper body gets stiff during a long ride. Just relax. Woo. And we're going to take our knees to the side like this and just twist to one side, twist to the right. Nice gentle twist. Breathe into it. Feel that breath in your right side. And let's take it to the other side. So flip those legs over and take that twist to the left. Breathe into that left side. You should feel a nice gentle stretch under your rib cage. And return to center. Now, you can stay cross-legged or you can go up onto your knees. We're going to sit on our heels. This is good for the toes and the ankles as well. Let's bend those in an unusual direction. Kind of stretch those out. And let's take your left hand to the top of your head and gently let the head rest to the left. Feeling that nice stretch along the right side of your neck, your shoulders. Relax that right shoulder. Use gravity to help you with this. And release gently, gently. Other side, take that right hand. Gentle. Make sure that left shoulder doesn't rise up. Feel the best stretch. Now we're going to take our right arm behind us, grab that wrist with the left hand and pull that right arm back, getting into that shoulder joint. And only take it as deep as you can, as you like, feels good to you. We're just pulling our wrist down. And release, and let's take that left arm behind and grab it with the right hand. Grab it right at the wrist and just pull that wrist down. Into that shoulder joint. Very gentle. Just feel the stretch. And release, coming back to easy sitting position. We're going to take our eagle pose with our arms only. So we're going to arms up, left arm under right, and as deep as you can get that. Sometimes you can do the back of the hands together or the palms. I'm kind of in the middle with this pose. Feel that stretching the back of the shoulders, upper delts. And then we're going to take this into a twist. Let's see, let's go to the left. Just a tiny twist. Breathe into it. And release. Let's take the other arm underneath. You may have different flexibility on this side, so be prepared for that. And let's take a small twist to the left. And breathe. And return to center. Triceps, let's spend some time on these today. That right arm up behind you, our traditional tricep stretch, and let's just hold that. We're not going to try our bind yet until a little bit later. See if you can get your arm to be a little bit more flexible than the last time you did this one. Just work with it. Feel that definitely in the tricep today. Woo. And take a tiny, tiny bend to the left. You should feel the right side of your body, your side body stretching out. Keep those hips glued to the mat, those sit bones glued to the mat. These poses are sneaky. And release. Let's get that left tricep. Take it just a little bit deeper than you usually do. And we're going to hold it just a little bit longer than we usually do. Make sure you're sitting up tall, chest out, chest high. Now let's take that bend to the side, just a tiny little micro bend to the right. You should feel that in your left side body. That is so sneaky. Sneaky little hard pose. Actually getting some ab work in on that too. Core, it's all about the core. Woo, awesome. And release. Woo. Now you can leave your legs in the easy sit position or go down into butterfly or half lotus, whatever you like. We're going to reach out in front, get the head as low as you can. Just fold onto yourself, reaching forward, stretching those arms, reach those fingertips 1 more inch, and breathe. One more inch, and breathe. One more inch. Woo. Feel that stretch. And walk your hands back up. Now we take the opposite. Let's take the arms behind us, fingers to the back, stretch that chest out, tiny little back bend. Chin to the sky. Feel that stretch in the upper back. And release. If you did that with one leg on top, let's do that again with the other leg on top in half lotus. To the front, reach, reach, reach. And 1 more inch. Stretch it out, stretch it out. And 1 more inch. Woo. And release, walk your hands back. And take it to the back side again. Fingers pointed backwards. And stretch that chest, lean that head back. Tiny little back bend. And release. Whew. Take a tiny twist to the right, looking behind you. Tiny twist to the left. Looking behind. Return to center. Now clasp your hands together behind you and lean forward, lifting your arms up behind you. As far as you can. This is a hard one for me. I don't have that flexibility. Some people can put their arms all the way up above their head. A nice stretch for the scapula. And release. Now we're going to go to our bind. Right arm overhead. Take that left hand behind and try and grasp those fingers. Woo! Oh, I almost got them today on this side. Woo! That's pretty close. Getting better. Breathe into it. And release. Other side. Left arm down the back. Right arm up behind. Grasp those fingers. You can also use a towel or a strap in this pose as well to work your way toward that grabbing of the fingers. It does feel good once you get it. I can get it on this side. Oop, hang on, I think somebody's trying to get into the into the class. Hang on. I don't know why it made me do the waiting room today. Hey, Kiki. Sorry about the pause here, folks. If you're just joining us, make sure you mute yourself. Let's get back to it. And we are back into our eagle. Let's see, left arm first. Second time around, see if you can get a little bit closer to getting your palms together. Just relax into it. We're gonna hold this for just about 10 more breaths. And release to the other side. And see if you can get the other hand just a little bit more. Here we go. A little bit closer. And release. Now we're going to come to all fours. And do a little bit of puppy pose. This is the precursor to down dog. Forehead to the ground, hips up. Kind of scoop that lower back out, hands extended. Whew. Just rest here. We're moving into our lower body section for today. And we're gonna press that right up into a down dog. We're just gonna add a little down dog in here just because it feels good. Adding a little down dog. Oh yeah. Pedal those feet. Press the chest close to the mat as you can. Release those hamstrings. Oh, there we go. And just hang out here for a second, let the back decompress. If you're just joining us, make sure you mute yourself, please. And come into our up dog. Adding a few little poses in here just because it feels good. Stretch that belly out. Please mute yourself. Thank you. And come to all fours. Hang on just a second. Thank you. All right, now we've got our toe squats. So just feet behind you. We're just gonna massage those toes a little bit, squish in, get them all warmed up. Flexing the toes the opposite direction or pulling them back is a great flexibility exercise for the toes. I do it all the time while I'm sitting watching TV, just kind of spread the toes backwards. Feels good. The opposite direction that you normally have them. Releases some tension there. And let's take it to our garland squat. Really low yoga squat. This is also a balance exercise. Be up on your toes. Yeah, Kiki's got it. Awesome. You can do your hands to heart. Feel those toes working, feel those ankles working. This also helps loosen the hips, open those hips up. It's a great pose, I love it. Whew. We're gonna put our hands to the ground and straighten the legs into our downward, our fold, forward fold, just a hanging fold. Decompress that back, stretch the lowers, the hip flexors, the hamstrings. Just let gravity do the work here. The weight of your head and your torso, pull down, decompress that spine. Feels good. Let's return to the floor. Half butterfly. Right leg in first. Turn the body and let's stretch over the left foot. Grab that toe. If you have a strap or a towel, you can also use that. Try and grab that toe. Breathe into it. Stretch those hamstrings. Keeping the legs straight. Sometimes we allow a bend in the leg, but when we're stretching the hamstrings, we want to make sure that we keep the legs straight, especially when we have the support of the floor under us. It can help and aid us in the stretch. Relax into it. A few more breaths on this side. And release. Let's do the other side. Left leg in. Turn over the right leg, straight leg. Reach for that toe. Feel that stretch. Let that hamstring release. Let the knee release. I find my knee is also a little bit tight at first when I get into this pose. Now hold it for a little bit before that all releases. Ooh, I can feel that hamstring releasing. Very nice. Grab a little bit farther down on the toe if you can. Ooh. Very nice. Release. Let's leave that right leg out. Bring that left knee across. It's a little bit deeper of a stretch for that right hamstring. Just kind of ease into a slight forward bend, bending from the waist, trying not to round the back, bending from the waist so that you're really, really focusing on that hamstring stretch. It's getting really deep down into those hamstrings and hips. Woo. Feeling that. And release. Let's take it to the other side. Left leg out, right leg over top. Hands to knees, straight back, leaning just slightly. Feel that pull. And a nice stretch on the left hamstring. All the way down. Feel it all the way down to my ankle. Feels good. And release. Let's take it to the floor, take our back to the floor. Our figure 4. So we're gonna put our legs in that same configuration, but reach through and grab the opposite leg and pull that towards you. You're gonna feel a stretch in the opposite hip. You push your elbow against the inside of your knee, deepen that stretch. Push and pull at the same time. And release to the other side. Left leg on top, reach through, grab the other leg, pull that leg toward you. Feeling that in the left hip. Breathe into it. And just notice where you have tightness in your body. Breathe extra into it. Hold it for a little bit more longer. Notice whether the tension goes away the longer you hold the pose. Something shifts, something changes. Ligaments start letting loose. The muscle relaxes. And release. Coming back up, back into our puppy pose. Forehead to the ground, arms extended. Scoop that lower back, hips to the ceiling. Let's add in our down dog. Right up into down dog. Stretching that chest closer and closer to the ground. Walking those heels down as far as you can. Coming into our up dog. And we can lower down into Sphinx, Cobra, just varying distances. It's like a Cobra push-up. That feels good on the belly, nice stretch to the belly. Take it all the way up to seal. Hang out here for a minute. It's a nice direction of stretch we don't often get. And release, coming onto our backs. We're going into our fish pose. So legs extended, up on the elbows. Top of the head is what the aim is here. Hands to the ceiling. We're pushing up with our elbows, trying to get the top of our head onto the ground. Eventually. Nice little back bend. And release, sliding the head. Be cautious of the neck. Release. We've got our cat tail on either side. Just bending the knee. Bring that ankle up toward you as far as you can. This is a kind of an intense pose. Stretching the quad here. Just do it as far as you can. Trying to keep both hips back on the mat. See, my right hip wanted to pop up. So it doesn't matter how far your knee goes down. Just want to keep those hips grounded on the mat. This is another weird angle of flexibility to work on. Really feel that in the quad. And release. Let's do the other side. Right leg long, left knee coming up. Grab that ankle. Stretching that quad. Out to the side. See, my left one wanted to pop up too. Keep that left hip down on the mat. Doesn't matter how far your knee comes down. It'll eventually work down. Start feeling something else releasing after a little bit. Nice. And release. Let's grab both knees into the chest and massage that lower back. Roll back and forth. Extend the right leg. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Leg up in the air, one final stretch for the hamstring. See how straight you can get that leg up with nothing holding it up underneath. Woo. And release, left leg out. Point and stretch, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, leg up. Feel that hamstring. Woo, mine's a quivering. Woo. Both knees back in. Woo. Tiny little rocker. Right leg out all the way to the floor. Left leg out all the way to the floor. Center those hips on the mat. Arms overhead, stretch tall, stretch long. Release those arms to the side, palms up. Take a breather. And Shavasana, close your eyes. 10 breaths here. Just relax for a minute. Move your fingers and your toes. Bring your consciousness back to where you're at. Ooh, get some movement back. Let's roll to one side. Come to seated position. Ooh. Roll those shoulders backward and forward. Whew. And we are done. Namaste. Very nice, ladies. Turn the recording off and we can chat for a minute.